There are 2 hours left to vote tonight in Michigan's primary election. We are watching several big races.
And we've got team coverage starting with the Republican gubernatorial race. 5 Republicans are on the ballot tonight. Whoever wins will face off against Governor Gretchen Whitmer in November. And our team coverage begins with Charlie Tinker at the Amway Grand downtown, where one of the watch parties will take place tonight. Charlie, good evening.
Good evening, guys. I wanted to take you inside here at the Imperial Ballroom and show you a little bit of what we're dealing with. A little hectic here. Dozens of crews literally from all over the state positioned on this riser here, just waiting for this watch party to get going in earnest. An hour or so until that formally happens, and certainly hoping the momentum holds out going into tonight. A little background while we're waiting first, because context is key. You'll remember that shakeup back in May, that controversy over fraudulent signatures that took out 5 candidates from the Republican field of 10. James Craig, widely believed to be one of the favorites among them. Dixon, Rinke, Kelly emerged as kind of the heirs apparent. Both have seen pretty favorable polling. Dixon potentially with a bit of an edge over her Republican rivals. Recent polls have her at about a double-digit lead over both of them. You'll remember last week, Dixon got that coveted nod from former President Trump. That formal endorsement came Friday, no doubt hoping that helps carry her to a victory speech on the stage that is set up right behind me here, and later to a face-off against Governor Gretchen Whitmer in November. Only time will tell, of course. The numbers showed a large number of undecided Republican voters heading into tonight, so we will see how that bears out moving forward. Meantime, we're live here in Grand Rapids. Charlie Tinker, 13 on your side.
Thanks, Charlie. And there were supposed to be many more names on the GOP ballot for governor, but 5 candidates were disqualified. The state said they didn't gather enough valid signatures to run. 13 on your side's Keely Lovern is live in Ottawa County now with more on the other Republicans hoping to take on Governor Whitmer in November. Keely.
Good evening, Val. That is very true. Now, of the 5 remaining GOP candidates on the ballot tonight, 3 of them are from right here in West Michigan. We just heard a little bit about Tudor Dixon. The other is Ryan Kelly from right here in Ottawa County in Allendale Township. We're actually live right outside the Lifestream Church in Allendale Township today, where Kelly cast his vote earlier this afternoon, and where all the precincts in the township will be voting today. So let's take a closer look at candidate Ryan Kelly. The 41-year-old real estate broker was vocally opposed to Governor Whitmer's pandemic orders and pushed the Stop the Steal movement after President Biden won the 2020 election. He's also in favor of overturning the legalization of gay marriage and supports an abortion ban, except in cases where a mother's life is in danger. Kelly is married with 6 children. All right, taking a look now at candidate Garrett Soldano, also from West Michigan. He lives in Kalamazoo County. Soldano was also critical of Governor Whitmer's management of the pandemic and opposes vaccine mandates. On education, he supports parental choice, and if elected, he says he would ban critical race theory in schools. Soldano says he believes President Trump won the election and supports a ban on abortion. All right, we're taking a look at candidate Kevin Rinke now. He is from Bloomfield Township over in Metro Detroit. This is video of the 61-year-old businessman going into a polling place today in Oakland County. He says he would eliminate the state income tax, and unlike his opponents, Rinke does not say Trump won the 2020 election, and he favors exceptions to an abortion ban in cases of rape, incest, and to save the life of the mother. Our last candidate we're going to take a look at right now is Ralph Reban, also from Oakland County. The 64-year-old retired pastor says he wants the Bible to be the primary textbook in public schools. He would also eliminate funding for public universities. He says he believes that Donald Trump won the 2020 election. Now, all of these candidates are working hard to go against, portray themselves as the polar opposite of Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Tonight, in just a few hours, we'll know which one of them was successful and which one will take on Gretchen Whitmer come November. Reporting live in Ottawa County and Allendale Township, Keely Lovern, 13 on your side.
And another big race we're following tonight, the 3rd congressional district seat.
It has been a heated and public race since the beginning. 13 on your side's Nate Belt joins us now live with details of a race that's getting a national look tonight.
Yeah, Juliet, Val, as you mentioned, absolutely heated, very public race as well between Peter Meijer, the incumbent who's fighting to keep his position, and John Gibbs, who says Meijer isn't Republican enough to hold that position. Now, Meijer won the race and immediately earned respect from a lot of moderate voters as well as even some Democrats, because he came right in and voted to impeach Donald Trump right off the bat to start his tenure in the position. Now, that, of course, looked at from the opposite way from Gibbs, who is using his campaign to promote his endorsement by Donald Trump. You go to his website, photo with him, Donald Trump, all of his ads, campaign, Donald Trump. He is really promoting that is who is backing him, and that is why he should be the candidate going forward. Now, an interesting fact around this race, a report from Axios not long ago said that the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee actually spent more than $400,000 on an ad supporting John Gibbs, the belief being he will be an easier candidate for a Democrat to beat during the election in November. So again, later tonight we'll have those results for you, and we'll be speaking hopefully with one of those winners as well, guys.
Thank you, Nate. Well, Michigan's newly drawn 2nd Congressional District is also on the ballot tonight, with 2 Republicans vying for the GOP nomination.
13 on your side's Andrea Flores is live outside the Kent County Republican headquarters with details on this race. Andrea?
Val and Juliet, there are some notable changes in the 2nd District, which is being contested by U.S. Representative John Molinar and Tom Norton. We're outside the Kent County GOP, where Representative Molinar will watch the results come in tonight. Now, John Molinar currently represents the 4th Congressional District. Much of that district is now in the newly drawn 2nd District. Now it stretches to the Lakeshore and gains Ionia County and communities like Mount Pleasant, Ludington, and Big Rapids. Representative Molinar has served 2 terms, originally elected in 2014, re-elected in 2018. Tom Norton, also on the ticket, the Kent County Army veteran and small business owner, has served in Sand Lake Village politics, and he previously ran for the State House, District 73. Now, whoever wins the ticket tonight will be on the general election ballot in November against Libertarian Nathan Hewer, who advanced from the Libertarian Party convention last month. Reporting live in Grand Rapids, Andrea Flores, 13 on your side.
Thank you, Andrea. They'll also be challenging the Democratic current governor, Gretchen Whitmer, is also who they will be running against. Again, the polls close at 8 o'clock tonight. 13 on your side. We'll have election results rolling in as soon as they close. We have special election coverage at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock on our website, 13onyourside.com, on the 13 on Your Side YouTube channel, and the 13 Plus streaming app for Roku.